January 1941. The sun-baked sands of Cyrenaica, Libya, where the desert wind whips dust into choking clouds and the horizon shimmers with heat. Lieutenant General Erwin Rommel, newly arrived commander of the Deutsches Afrikakorps, stands atop a captured British truck, binoculars scanning the retreating Commonwealth columns. His two divisions, 15th and 21st Panzer, fresh, well-equipped, strike like lightning. Italian allies falter, but Rommel ignores Berlin orders. Advance. You can almost feel the scorching sun burning skin, hear the growl of Panzer engines as Rommel pushes forward. British forces, Wavel's Western Desert Force, exhausted from Operation Compass, supply lines stretched, retreat in disarray. Tobruk bypassed, Benghazi falls. Rommel's audacity shocks, 500 miles in weeks. London panics. Churchill cables Wavell, hold at all costs. But Axis momentum unstoppable. Rommel at Egypt's gates by April. The Desert Fox myth born, brilliant, daring, unbeatable. But one fortress defies him, Tobruk, held by 9th Australian Division under Leslie Morshead. The forgotten siege begins, where Brits and Aussies prove Rommel mortal. April 10th, 1941. The sun-scorched perimeter of Tobruk, Libya, where the Mediterranean wind carries the tang of salt and diesel, and the horizon shimmers with dust kicked up by approaching panzers. Major General Leslie Morshead, commander of the 9th Australian Division, 25,000 Aussies, Brits, Indians, stands on a sandbagged observation post, binoculars fixed on Rommel's vanguard. 15th Panzer Division probing the anti-tank ditch. The Rats of Tobruk, they will be called, men determined to hold this vital port. You can almost feel the heat baking the coral rock, hear the whine of Stukas diving as Rommel launches his first assault. Panzers charge, expecting quick breakthrough, but Aussies in forward posts let them close, then unleash. 2-pounder anti-tank guns barking, boys' rifles cracking, mines erupting. Panzers brew up, crews bailing into machine gun fire. Rommel, frustrated, commits 5th Light Division, infantry assaults. Diggers meet them with bayonets, grenades. "Come on, you bastards," shouts one sergeant. Axis repelled, 50 tanks lost in days. Morshed's motto, no withdrawal, no surrender. Fortifications strong, Italian-built, improved with mines, wire. Artillery accurate, RAF remnants harass. Rommel encircles, siege begins. Supply by sea, Royal Navy runs gauntlet, subs, destroyers bringing ammo, food. Tobruk ferry vital. Rommel attacks Easter Sunday, massive assault. Aussies hold, 18th Brigade repels, counterattacks. Rommel writes wife, Tobruk stubborn. The forgotten defiance, 25,000 hold against 40,000, delaying Rommel months, preventing Egypt invasion. But siege grinds, heat, flies, rations thin. The Rats dig in for 241 days. May 1941. The blistering midday sun over Tobruk's perimeter, where the desert air shimmers with heat and the constant drone of Stukas echoes like angry hornets. Sergeant Jack Bluey Thompson, 217th Australian Battalion, wipes sweat from his eyes in a forward sangar, peering through binoculars at Axis columns massing for another assault. Morshed's orders ring clear. There are no lines of retreat. Tobruk is besieged. Hold it. You can almost feel the sand gritting between teeth, hear the whistle of shells as Rommel commits 15th Panzer again, tanks probing east, infantry following. But Aussies ready, anti-tank guns camouflaged, mines thick. Panzers hit ditch, bog, brew up under 2-pounder fire. Rommel rages, calls Tobruk verdammte Festung, damned fortress, tries infiltration, night attacks. repelled with bayonets, grenades. "Come on and have a go," Aussies taunt. Supply runs heroic. Royal Navy destroyers dash in, unload under fire. Scrap iron flotilla, Australian destroyers, legendary. Morale high. BBC broadcasts Rats of Tobruk, Rommel's insult turned badge of honor. Goebbels' propaganda mocks trapped rats. Aussies embrace. Better rat than fox in trap. Rommel diverted. Egypt safe for now. Churchill, Tobruk has become symbol. But siege wears, dysentery, flies, rations meager, men thin but spirit unbreakable. Rommel admits diary, Tobruk costs time men cannot take. The forgotten defiance, delaying Axis months, forcing Rommel defensive. But relief comes, Operation Crusader, where Brits strike back. November 18th, 1941. The vast desert expanse near Sidi Rezegh, Libya, where the chill morning air carries the roar of tank engines and the sharp crack of 2-pounder guns. Lieutenant General Alan Cunningham, commander of 8th Army, launches Operation Crusader, massive offensive to relieve Tobruk and destroy Rommel's armor. 700 tanks, 600 aircraft, Brits, South Africans, Indians, New Zealanders strike. You can almost feel the dust choking lungs, hear the thunder as Crusader tanks charge Axis lines. Rommel, overextended, counters brilliantly, dashes to wire, threatens supply. Dash to the wire panics British command. Cunningham wavers. Churchill sacks him, appoints Auchinleck acting. Rommel overreaches, attacks Egypt border, supply lines stretched. Tobruk garrison sorties. Morshead's rats break out, link with relief. Sidi Rezegh bloodbath, New Zealanders mauled, but Axis armor crippled. Rommel retreats, Cyrenaica lost, Tobruk relieved December 10th after 241 days. The forgotten victory. Crusader costs both heavy, but Rommel's first defeat, myth cracked. The rats beat the fox. Tobruk holds symbol, small force defying odds, delaying Axis advance 8 months, saving Egypt, Suez. Rommel writes, "Tobruk cost us dearly, time we never recovered." The heroic siege, Aussies, Brits immortalized as Rats of Tobruk, badge of honor. But Rommel returns 1942, Gazala, Tobruk falls June, but Crusaders' lesson, Rommel beatable. The stand that proved the Desert Fox mortal and bought Allies time to turn tide.